Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, where I have made a little bit of a discovery off screen. With the big burly Mandalorian man beating each other up with weakly swords. We've actually discovered something.
Here to watch a fight or to participate.
So let us participate in this
You
one.
have enough honor to face a champion of a previous day. Kelborn, what are your terms?
Swords only. No items or the Jedi's force. And no sword of the Jedi's choosing. Just a simple long blade.
Kelborn chooses to fight with the blade. You may fight with fist, foot, and the blade provided.
And there
no
is the
using
key.
the force or any other item.
So yes, I have discovered that due to our martial arts training, our fists are way more lethal than this weak-ass sword. So we are just going to beat him up with our fists, and hopefully that should be enough. We should do... See, you do a lot more damage this way. Boom! Let us hit with the mighty ow fist. Ow. See, but this goes a lot further better. Boom! In the head. Aha! Hoo-ja! Hoo-la! Everybody was kung fu fighting. I beat up harder than lightning.
The match between Jedi and Kelborn is over. The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. I underestimated you. A difficult admission for a Mandalorian. If you fight in the circle again this day, you will face the bravest and strongest of us, Braylor.
Alright, Braylor. So I think I remember that Braylor actually doesn't want us to fight us at our full power. So that means we have a solid advantage. So as soon as we unleash our Jedi Force powers, no one can stop us!
For Mandalore!
Healing up, healing up.
For Mandalore!
So I did not know you could do this with armor on. Huh, nice discovery. Okay, so let's pull this off. We can put our... I think we can put our normal stuff back on for this one. We use the Barons and Sage robes. Yeah, they are very good. We can put this one off. Shall we? Yeah, let's put this off for now. Hopefully I don't haven't made a solid mistake. It turns out we actually do need. Where is our old belt? I lost it. That's troubling. Well, I'll look it up in a second. Cell J will. Oh, I want a shell J. Yeah, there we go. Del. I don't know how to press buttons, apparently. Yeah, okay. I don't know where the other one... Oh, yes, I gave that to Beador. Right. Let's put a Regal mask on. This one we replace with the Infiltrator gloves. Yes. Now I do think we'll keep the numbness package on, as that's very handy in this dueling thing. Right, let's see if we now get to unleash our full powers.
Here to watch a fight or to participate. For Mandalore!
We will fight, yes.
We eagerly look forward to this fight. Braylor, you are our champion. How would you fight the Jedi?
No terms today, Sergeant. I would fight the Jedi with all of his arsenal.
Braylor will fight you as you are. Still no killing and no leaving the battle circle. But you may use whatever else you want.
And he suddenly just calls in a tank or something. That would be smart. Because this is not smart. Because look at this. 1, 2... Oh, you even fight with hand and fist. Impressive. Right, he is a very brave man. I'll give him that.
The match between Jedi and Braylor is over. The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor.
Hooray.
You have defeated the most worthy of us. You walk away the champion of the battle circle this day. We will not forget your deeds or the honor you have earned this day.
Hurrah! We've earned honor. Because, you know, that's very valuable. The praise of some backward savages. Right, okay, let us restore our equipment and maybe our party members. Let's see. So enough amplifier belts will give you... What shall we give you? Let's first begin with the handmaiden here. She can get her strength belt back. So I think I'll keep her with the Gamorrean power glove, since she's one of the only people that can wear it, and you know, gives a bit of strength and a defensive bonus, which is always nice. Neuroband, that's fine. Cardio power system, or should I give her a strength? I think I'll just leave her with the cardio power implant. Or maybe I'll give her the numbness implant, that might be... Nah, she has enough hit points, she doesn't need that. Right, alright, so this is a good equipment for her. Now, for friend KotOR, he has a Verpine to that, okay. So, could give him the Mandalorian heavy suit. Let's see, that's 8. Yeah, the Verpine Fiber Mesh is probably the best we're gonna get. Ultra Mesh! Oh wait, no. This is even better. Verpine Ultra, that's very good. Okay. 10 defense and 3 max armor, so yes. That's gonna be his new armor. Still purple though. So the nerf amplifier belt, I think we'll replace it with inertial inhibitor. Because KotOR's defenses are not great. And let's see, buff and precision gloves. Let's see, that gives 1 dexterity. Strength. I suppose we could give him the power gloves. As you know, it's not used anymore. I think we'll do with the bottom precision. How are his stats then? If we look at that. Stats are, yeah, 12. That's a nice round number. Very good. Habiter, that's fine, that's fine. What do we put on his head? Could put this, but then that would make his dexterity an uneven number again, and we like even numbers here. Stealth field enhancer. I think the Mutakai meditation thing will be best for him here. Combat sensors gives focus. Oh, and a round number of, yeah, no. Dexterity is nice. We'll give him that. Yeah, +2. That's fine. We'll give him the most defense we can get him. See, it's still pretty low compared to ours. Compared to, yeah. Handmaidens, Christ. She's good with this shit. Alright. So that is fine then. I think we're done. Yeah, got armor for that. Let us go shopping, shall we? We have not spoke with, what's his name? No, we haven't spoke with Kelborn either.
I see now why we couldn't win against you during the war. Even fighting at a great disadvantage, you still fight as brutally as a Rancor.
Your fight with Braylor was brilliant. You are truly a warrior of Mandalorian proportions.
So what are you here for?
Alright, this is actually interesting questions. The Mandalorians don't really hate the Jedi for losing them during the war.
We're taught not to. Mandalorians want to be tested to the limits of our abilities and beyond. We admire anyone who beats us on the battlefield. Instead of hate, we study, practice, and train until the next time, so we won't be beaten. But some young Mandalorians find this a hard lesson.
Any veteran of the Mandalorian Wars respects Jedi like you. Your actions on Duxon validate this. But we aren't a simple people.
I suppose so. Yes, there's a whole lot to that Mandalorian culture. Not everything that's got into here, but they're interesting. Well, they're interesting enough to get their own whole TV series. So yeah, that makes sense. So I think we can report on the repair back at Mr. Zuka here.
Any progress with the repairs or the phase pulse converter?
Both cables and telemetry computer are working now.
That's the best thing I've heard in weeks. I'll be sure to tell Mandalore about your help. Look, I have some extra parts and computer spikes. Take them. You can probably make better use of them than I can.
Hooray! I think that completes it.
Jungle is taking over.
His quest.
Place is
What
a
I
mess.
know, let's see in the quest log. Yeah, I think we complete that. Right. Oh, the false Batu. Yes, we still need to investigate that one. We need to get back to Nashida. Time when the ship is getting... Ooh. Cozy fire. Lovely.
You here to gloat over your victories in the battle circle. Save it for someone else. So why are you back?
Ooh, he's a bit bitter. Let us not get too deep into it. Let's just see what he has for sale. Mandalorian assault armor. Ooh, that's good. But I like the immunities that the heavy armor gives, so I think I'll still keep Handmaiden in that one. Otherwise, what do we have? Quickness D package. Ooh, that's good. We do have the money for it. Maybe we'll buy that one. These upgrades I think we can just make ourselves, so I'll leave that. Exchange Shadowcaster. Decent, but not fantastic. What's the Mandalorian assault rifle? That's a pretty good rifle right there. +2, can be fully upgraded, chance to stun, and decent damage output. Let's see what else is there. Blasters, heavy blasters, Mandalorian rippers. Oh, those are kind of like disruptor pistols. 27, so it's +2, fully upgradable. Yeah, he has some nice things here. Rhodian Deathblade. That's not too great. I mean, these DCs are too low to actually have an effect, and its damage output is not great, so I don't think that's good. But this Rhodian, this is good. Also hella expensive, Christ. This one is pretty good, kind of expensive. And let's see, the Quickness D package is quite good. And not too expensive, so I think we'll buy that one. And then we'll save the other stuff for another time. So the rifle and the pistol is what we're gonna have to keep in memory. Rifle. Also, we can possibly buy the rifle right now, but we need to keep us some money in our pockets, or in case we need some for quests. But yes, Quickness D package. We can't equip that just yet. Just yet. We'll come along. For now, let's switch to our... Where's the skill package? Oh wait, I've given that to Beador. Yeah. No, Beador, you can go back to... let's see what is good for you. Specialization. This might be good for him. I think he needs the hit point, so we're gonna give him the cardio power system. Here we go. Or actually, let him use the numbness implant. We have that, right? Alright, that's still on. Yeah, okay, so we equip the skills package, and then Beador gets the numbness package. Because yes, he can take hits very well. That'll make that a bit better. And I'm waiting to level him up because, well, I have some plans for him, and I need to get to a certain quest point before we level Beador up further. He has gotten enough skills as a tech person. And I think we're pretty much done with all these Mandalorians. I assume I have now enough favor with Mandalore. Let's also equip our fancy lightsaber again. Whoosh. It's a tiny one, but it's good. So yes, let us have a word with Mandalore.
You defeated Braylor in the battle circle. Either you're very lucky, or you're a lot tougher than you look. Kelborn said you dispatched some covert military scouts in the jungle with him. He spoke highly of your work.
Yes,
Zuka told me you
useful.
helped out with some repairs around the base. I was hoping you'd prove yourself more with a lightsaber, but it's certainly a great help. How many Canox did you have to kill to find those parts for Zuka? That was
lot.
a tremendous help.
It
I won't
was
forget
entertaining.
it. You've made quite a reputation around here. You did better than I thought you could. I was planning on heading to Isis tomorrow, but I'll move up the timetable and take you now. You won't be able to get to the Ebon Hawk from the city. If you need to grab anything from your ship, I'd do it now.
Right, yeah, we need to figure out specifically who to take to ISIS. That's also very important. It's more than the equipment that we take. But first, let's report this. I set off the permacrete detonators in the jungle.
I know, it made quite a racket. Good work.
After I set it off, I had to fight off a whole pack of bomas.
That's to be expected. They don't really like it when someone makes loud noise in their territory.
And you knew this would happen?
It wouldn't be much of a test if all you had to do was take a hike through the jungle, now would it? You're alive, in one piece, and learn something about the beasts of the jungle.
Hurrah! Oh! And I received a lightsaber for that. Thank you, Mandalore. I don't know how you got that lightsaber, but it's fine. And I guess we got to keep the dueling sword. Great. Oh, and it's red. Yes. Let us equip that one. Wooha! Bigger lightsaber! Oh yeah, look at its length. Its girth. Yeah. So, we need to, before we head to ISIS, we need to specifically pick some party members. And I kind of know the things that are going to happen on ISIS. Oh, hello there, back. We haven't looted you. Have a repeating carbine.
All
Nice.
scouts report in.
So, let me think for a moment who to take along with this journey. I'll give it a moment's thought and then I'll be right back with you. So here I was thinking, we have to head back to the Ebon Hawk anyway to pick up new party members. Might as well keep talking with this episode and decide in between episodes about who to take. So, let us head to the Ebon Hawk. Do some more talky. Guys, I think Kreia has another lesson for us at this.
Finally decided to let me take a look at your circuitry.
Answer: indeed I did. I hope you understand how difficult it is for me to trust a meat bag with something as delicate as my inner mechanics. Explanation:
Oh,
our
HK
encounters with
doesn't
my
like
copies has
doctors.
convinced me that I should look into upgrading my capabilities in order that I may be able to destroy them with greater impunity.
Worried you might be going obsolete? I understand.
Objection: nothing of the sort. I am programmed to improve my capabilities if it will improve my chances of destroying a target, even as unsavory an avenue as this.
You don't have to suffer on my account. Maybe you are better off not letting me dig around in you.
Retraction. You must
reverse
understand,
psychology.
my previous interactions with meatbags have rarely been pleasant. Disclosure: after all, most of those meetings involved the termination of said meatbags.
It obviously couldn't have been your charming personality. Now, if you want me to see if I can upgrade your functionality, just let me get to work on you.
Answer: in that case, please go ahead. Just be careful not to damage any of my delicate parts.
Beodor is a very good mechanic and businessman.
Analysis: my self-diagnostic indicates that my performance has indeed been improved. Also, many of my systems are reporting improved efficiency. Commentary: I am most pleased with this turn of events. It would appear that my initial analysis of your mechanical abilities was incorrect.
You're welcome.
What can I say except you're welcome. Thanks, HK. So I am thinking of taking HK along on this journey. He has some things to do in ISIS, I believe. For now, let us have a chat with Kreia. As yes, we have learned the lesson of strength from Hanha when we broke him in the jungle.
Yes. Have you come with questions?
Oh, and I suppose we could actually give her a lightsaber to do some lightsaber stuff. Actually, let's do that. Kreia. Kreia! You get a lightsaber! A tiny one, but it is a lightsaber. And I'll still give you the sonic blaster on the side. That's still actually a pretty good weapon. Side stack oral blaster. Oh, actually, which is better? This Arcadian sonic blaster is a lot better. The shot sonic blaster. Alright, this is a pretty decent save that these, so this is pretty difficult to resist, this thing. But I think we'll go for the damage here. Can design, let's put this on with the benefits of dealing sonic damage. Yeah, this is good. There you go. Yay. Kreia, can we have a chat? Or are you just going to buff yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Have you come with questions?
Let's learn some lightsaber combat.
That is something we will leave until we possess a lightsaber.
You possess a lightsaber. Alright.
Ask, and I will answer.
Be as blind as you like. You already are quite blind. You're not in wisdom. I have learned the lesson of strength from Hanhar.
Indeed. And what is that?
Hanhar is incredibly strong, yet powerless.
Yes. Now the question is why?
Because raw strength is nothing compared to the power of one's will.
Ah, you are a perceptive one indeed. In this instance you are correct. All that strength, that anger, yet it is held in check, restrained by his beliefs, his doubt. Everyone is made up of events in their past, and it forms walls around one's spirit, or breaks such walls down. The mind makes some powerless, and gives strength to others.
And that is Hanhar's weakness, I believe, yes?
In a manner of speaking, yes. But it is more complicated than that. Everyone is made up of events in their past. It makes some powerless, and gives strength to others. It is because he is not ready to give up his ties yet. It is much like Jedi who will not give up their code. It is to surrender yourself, to make yourself a slave to a teaching or belief that makes it so that belief will always rule you.
That is why I broke him. I see. And are you testing me if I still have any ties to the Jedi Code?
I ask nothing, but since you beg a question, I will ask it. Are you prepared to give up all that is a Jedi entirely? Until then, you will always be weak.
So a choice here. I think Nadi's Khan is very much on the path of the first answer here. There is weakness in the Jedi, and I have already cast them and their beliefs aside. I will be a better person for it.
No, the Jedi lie with you still. You have no choice in the matter. But your willingness to break those ties is a lesson in strength. To believe in an ideal is to be willing to betray it. It is something no Sith or Jedi has ever truly learned. That is the lesson of strength. Yet that is not the only lesson that the beast can teach us. Not only does one's will control one's strength, but one's will can control and draw upon the strength of others. Surely you have felt the beast's presence on board this ship, stalking, restless.
Yes. Yes, it's primal to kill, to hunt. He truly is an animal.
It is a more primal connection you feel. And the hunger you feel does not stem from Hanha. It is something you may draw upon, his very life, if need be. He does not realize how deeply his life debt runs, but he will. When you suffer, call upon that hunger, and the beast shall be that upon which your will may draw strength. Reach out, feel his presence within the ship, clawing at you, pacing. Feel the rumbling of the hull, the metal around you like a cage, and the building anger, the blood that rises behind the eyes, a bloodlust that cannot be sated. If you accept it,
Berserker
you will find your
yes.
strength increase and your vitality return to you faster with every breath.
So, you're very tempted by the first answer. But if we've listened to Kreia and all her teachings, you know that you should not rely on the strength of another too much, as that is not an own weakness. So, actually you give the second question the fourth answer. I do not need his strength. There's nothing to be gained from his.
Are you sure? It will grant you strength, vitality for the times ahead. Forsake it, deny it, and you will deny power.
So once again, you're tempted by the first one, but no, self-reliance is something Kreia respects much more. The only power I need is my own.
Ah, and that is the choice of Malachor 5 at last. You have made a strange choice, a unique choice. Very well, I accept it.
So you've turned away from power, the true lesson of strength, and you gain +2 wisdom.
And know that that is the true lesson of strength, to turn away from strength that is not your own.
And you were testing me here, I figure.
I'm always testing you, never forget that. Always be on your guard, otherwise you may learn something.
So, never mind, we'll be going now. And we've gained some experience. And let's see, what are our stats now? As our wisdom has been nicely booted and buffed up. Let's see. That's 17. What is it without buffs? Let me just see, I'm curious. I think this one gives me... Yeah, so we're at 16 now. I don't know if there's more options to increase our constitution, but we will want to, because we want to get to 80 so we can use those like things like the quickness D package that we just got. So that is some very good stuff. Speaking of which, we can probably, I think Kreia has a very high constitution, so Kreia might be able to use that. Oh! It seems Beador has been inspired by us to get some tattooing done. Okay. We'll check that out later. Kreia. There you are. So yes, he already has the Perception D package. Could let her use the Quickness D package, but we'll think on that.
Yes? Have you come with questions?
Some more final chats. Kreia, I think we can
Ask,
maybe get
and
some
I
more
will answer.
answers. So, we never got her to speak of Revan. Let's ask.
Perhaps. I think it is fair to say that few did.
More enlightened. Where did Revan come from?
Revan had a mother and father, parents, ancestors, like all Jedi do. And when she awakened to her potential, I was there to see it. But where she was born, where she came from, I do not know, any more than I know where she walks now. Some said that Revan was born in the outer regions, beyond the Rim, and that's what called to her during the Mandalorian Wars. And after, it was the call of home.
Poetic. And what else do you know of Revan?
I know more, but it may not be enough for the answers you seek.
What caused Revan to fall and turn on the Republic?
Fall? Ah, already you presume much. You were there at Malachor. Revan's choices were always her own. It was not teaching or circumstance or example. It was her.
And then what made Revan turn to the dark side, become a whole Sith Lord thing?
Is that what she was? Or was she always true to herself, no matter what personality she wore? And there is something that the Council may never understand, that perhaps Revan never fell. The difference between a fall and a sacrifice is sometimes difficult, but I feel that Revan understood that difference more than anyone knew. The galaxy would have fallen if Revan had not gone to war. Perhaps she became the Dark Lord out of necessity to prevent a greater evil. I do not believe the Jedi Council changed Revan as they claimed. They merely stripped away the surface and allowed the true self to emerge again, someone who was willing to wage war to save others.
Right,
But that is
so
my belief, since I
rubbed off
knew
the
Revan
grime.
from long ago, as a master knows their apprentice.
So you trained her?
She came to me, yes, both before and after, before Revan knew herself. And after, in the times when Revan was coming into her own and learning she was more than she had been told. At one time, Revan was my Padawan, in times past long ago. But Revan, when she had learned all she could, had other masters, that fool Jar and other Jedi on other planets. She learned from each, but in the end, she turned back to me, when she realized there was nothing more to be learned from the Jedi, except how one could leave them forever.
What was Revan like then, as a student?
Revan was power. It was like staring into the heart of the Force. Even then you could see the Jedi she would slay etched on her soul.
And what do you see when you look at me then? Power?
You are different. When I look at you, it is like staring at the death of the Force.
Ooh, ominous. Okay. What else do you know of Revan then?
I know more, but it may not be enough for the answers you seek.
I think we got all we got out of the story question. And with those bombshells, I think we can leave things here for now. So until next episode, where we'll hopefully be heading to ISIS and see which party members we'll take along. So until then,